The enhanced for loop. In this video, we will discuss how to traverse the values in an array using an enhanced for loop. The enhanced for loop. In the previous lesson, we introduced how to use for loops to easily traverse an array. Since traversing an array is a very common task for programmers, Java developers designed a special kind of for loop that makes traversing through arrays even easier, called the enhanced for loop. While regular for loops have many applications outside of just traversing containers, the enhanced for loop was designed specifically for traversing through containers. In the next code segment, we will see the for loop from the previous lesson that printed out all the string values in an array, followed by an enhanced for loop that accomplishes the exact same task. So we start off our code the same way we did in the previous lesson. We declare our array of strings called roster, storing Jim, Sophia, Kelly, John, and Tom. Then we write the for loop from the previous lesson, the normal for loop, where the loop control variable is set to 0 initially and then incremented by 1 until it reaches the length of the roster. After that is the enhanced for loop, right? Where in this case, the loop control variable I is not an index, but instead it is a copy of the actual value itself. Hence why in this case I is not an int, but it's a string. Since the type of array that we're traversing is an array of strings, the loop control variable in this case will be a string. So what this code will do is first set I equal to the first string in the array, which is Jim. So I will be set equal to Jim, then Jim will get printed out. Then I will get set equal to the next string in the array, which is Sophia. Then Sophia will get printed out. Then I will be set equal to the next string in the array, which is Kelly. And then Kelly will get printed out, so on and so forth, leading to the following output getting printed out, which is the same output that the previous for loop printed out. So for every enhanced for loop you write, just keep in mind that make sure that the type of your loop control variable matches the type of the array that you're traversing. In this case, we were traversing an array of strings, so string will be the type for our loop control variable. And then after that, type the name of the array that you're traversing. In this case, the array was roster, thus roster was the name that we typed down. So a couple facts to note about enhanced for loops. Enhanced for loops are designed to visit every element in an array once, in order, starting at index 0. And secondly, the loop control variable is a copy of the array value, not the original value itself. Thus, writing code that modifies the loop variable will not affect the original array.